So you often see these carts being pushed up and down the street, and they're very, very rudimentary, and they're tapping on plates, or they're ringing bells, or they're blowing a whistle so that you know when that guy goes up and down your street what he's selling. And it's quite a cool little system. It must drive the guys pushing the carts nuts because they've got the same song or the same bells happening or whatever. But one of the most common one is they're bashing this like soup bowl, and I've been asking what's that, and she's been saying bakso, bakso, and I said, what's bakso? Well, tonight we're going to try bakso, street food of Bali. And bakso is meatballs, and they come in a million varieties of whatever you can imagine, including spaghetti bolognese bakso, lobster bakso, hot and spicy bakso. So it's just basically the core ingredient is a meatball of some description, and any sort of accompaniment or soup or whatever you could imagine goes with it. And there are hundreds of shops and warungs and cafes and street vendors all dedicated to the humble old bakso. So we're going to start at a classy establishment. This is a place called Bakso Mukbang, and apparently it's very nice. And the spice here is very spicy. I think someone's got in for me with these spices, but I'm going to give bakso a try, and we've got a few different ones for me to have a shot. So look, here is it. Check the place out. It's quite a delightful little place, just in the suburbs here, and that's bakso dough. So looking forward to this. It's our meatball soup, I think. Well, we'll find out together. This is the work area. There's the coffee machine. And the beer is in the fridge there somewhere. Yeah, he's got me sorted. We've got a bintang.
In the top.
Perfect, he's ready for me. That's good. It looks lovely here. I hope the food's as good as it looks. I can't wait. The food portions look enormous. The bowls are just giant. And I was pretty hungry, so I'm looking forward to seeing how we go with that. And do I have a milkshake? I might need something to cool this.
You want a milkshake?
I don't know. I might need something to cool down the heat if it's a really hot one. Let's see how we go first. So just looking at the whole menu here, give you an idea of the price range. For what's a bakso sapi is just a beef sapi, isn't it?
Yeah,
beef bakso, beef meatball. It's $1.50 for a portion of that. Urat is what?
It's like a mussel, like that.
Oh, mussel, so it's seafood?
No.
Tendon or something?
Yeah.
Beef tendon?
Beef tendon.
Mercan?
Merchon. Merchon is very spicy with the chili inside the meatball.
Inside the meatball, a bit of a secret bomb.
Tennis, bakso tennis isi daging. It's mean like the big, like a tennis ball inside, right, with the meat also inside the.
Okay, so they got a giant one called a bakso tennis, like a tennis ball.
Yeah.
And what's inside that?
It's a meat also.
Oh, okay. And look, right through there's a bakso bolognese mozzarella for $6 or 59k. There is a lobster bakso for $6 to $8 depending on what size you're after. That sounds a bit of me. They've got chicken bakso and all different versions of chicken bakso. Look, you can't knock these prices. The average price is about $2 or about 20,000.
Sama ini pangsit untuk bakso kelapanya. Bolognese masih prosesnya.
Okay, so we've
one more to go home.
We've just had some of our meals delivered to the table, and look, because I'm intrigued to find out what it is. If I had to catch this one back at home, I'd be putting it back in the water because it's a bit small. But this is a lobster bakso, a small one. What have we got here?
This one is special, all complete bakso. So we have ribs, like
Spare ribs?
yeah, and then we have like what you call the skin.
Yeah, like big, is that pig skin?
No, it's a beef. Yeah, with tofu.
Yep.
With tofu, and then the like muscle. Sorry, muscle, and with the chips, crunchy one.
Some nice
Yeah.
fried
And the
papadums or
bakso.
something. Yeah, whatever they are, that looks nice.
This is bakso.
Yeah.
Okay, and
So
this
that's
is the special from this restaurant.
Okay.
They
So
put
this-
the
Is it a curry or something?
yeah, with the coconut, put in the coconut.
So that's good coconut milk.
Yep.
And
This one also.
that looks like a Western bakso because I can see meatballs and mozzarella and I can see chips. So I'll tell you what, I'm going to be a bit of a wimp and I'm going to start with the French fry. I don't get too many carbs these days, I'm trying to cut down a bit. Oh, yummy. I miss them. But where to start? And how do we eat this? We eat this with spoons or forks or chopsticks or what's the go? Oh, where is it? Jeez, what's that one? Let's check this one out.
This one is they making the meatball
Yeah.
become a ball, and they put several like ribs or anything inside here.
Wow.
The meat.
So it's a filled bakso.
Yeah. This
There we
one
go.
is the meatball, but different shape.
Yep, that's pretty cool. Some more coconut in there, scraped out of the skin. Okay, let's try this. So the coconut one gets the first mention of the day. Oh. So I put a bit of coconut flesh with that. Beautiful. It's got some nice spice to it. It's not it's not hot, but it's quite spicy. But it does grab me at the back of the throat a little bit. I'm really intrigued with chilies that they all seem to react differently to inside your mouth. I didn't really know that much about them, but some of them will go straight to the back of your throat. Some will sort of sit in the middle of your tongue. So every now and then when I'm thinking, yeah, I can do this, I can handle this, it comes up and gives me a little bit of a kick. So this is a bit of cow skin. I'm eating cow skin, and actually it's not too bad. It's not too gelatinous or whatever, and it's no worse than a bit of crackling from a pig. So those little meat chunks are just so fall apart here. It's like a stew, really. You're looking at grandma's beef stew. Bit of veggie in there. Bit of meat. First place. Some tofu. Some meatballs in there. I'm going to chop this little meatball up here and have a bit of a look. Oh, what an adventure. Look, without doubt, one of the nicest things, or the best memories I've got of some of the places around the world I've been lucky enough to travel is the foods that I've eaten there. I can instantly recall that little Mexican cantina where we were sitting there eating tacos and had a cheddar con queso and all beautiful, beautiful foods. So food memories are a really, really important part of your adventures, of your journeys. And I strongly suggest you get out of the Western hotels and McDonald's. Get out there and try some of these local foods, because if you're not sure, sometimes the adventure's actually in the communication. Man, am I going past? Sometimes communicating to the waiters or to the staff or just working out what you're supposed to be eating or whatever is the adventure. And hand signals and noises, and I can remember didn't know what beef tacos were, and trying to do woo woo, and I was making hand signals. So don't be afraid to experiment a little bit. Don't be afraid to get outside your comfort zone, because I'll be honest, I'm quite a fussy eater. I don't normally step out, and I'm really not fond of offal. So a lot of people that know me will be surprised I'm sitting there eating cow skin and unknown types of meat products, but it's bloody nice, I've got to say. So I've got a whole heap of different dishes here. I'm going to pass that one up around the corner. Thanks, honey. And let's can't wait to try the old lobster here. So it looks like they've actually got a whole lobster, and they've wrapped his tail up in meatball. Okay, so it's meaty. I would say that's probably the same meat they used in the other meatball. So it's like a beef meatball wrapped around the lobster. Maybe, well, a bit of seafoody flavour to that. And then we've got some other little pale meatballs to the side. It's a bit hard to identify exactly what it is. Texture's okay. The flavour's not lovely. And there's tons of herbs and spices and flavour additives. Natural ones, not out of a packet. So there's got some, it looks like rice noodles in there. But I'm going to I want to stuck in this lobster and just see how it is, and I'll get back to you in a minute. So Jonathan's having a bit of a crack at that coconut one, which is really, really yummy. All these soups are very different in flavour too. Different subtle profiles. But this is probably the one I'm a little bit more nervous about. I'll take this big crunchy chip off. Try that first. Oh, that's quite nice. But I don't know what I'm eating. It's a bit scary. I think that's stomach. Yeah, that's tummy. Oh, I'll tell you what. This has taken a lot of me. I'm not real fond of any offally sort of internal things, but oh, okay. How do I describe that flavour to you? It's a really full. It's a really light, like clear soup or jus. Really just packs and packs of flavour. I guess when you've got all these bones and you've got all this organs and whatever, there's a ton of flavour locked in that, and they've definitely brought it out here with look at this giant big bones here. And you can just see the marrow dripping out of it, and all the other bits and pieces. If you switch your head off and say you're not eating stomach lining or something, oh mate, look, I'm part Scottish, so I'll try it. Oh. No, I don't like it. I can't even chew it, it's slipping out of my mouth. I'm glad it's gone. It's not hot at all. It's really, the flavour of the soup itself is just lovely. But I'm just not into those sort of bouncy, chewy types of ligaments, stomach, aortas and stuff. It's just doesn't do me at all. So I'm definitely going to pass that one back to Jonathan, because he's been sitting here just dripping, waiting for me to finish doing the review. Here, have some. I think the reason that they put that big chip on top of it is so I don't have to see what's in it, because that's not real good for my tummy. But as I said, the flavour was just insane. It was so strong and so rich. Sort of a beefy, meaty broth. Soft, subtle, herby sort of flavours, but the bones and the offal and that have just given a really, really big punch of yumminess, without terribly many other flavours put into it. Now, here we go, and we've got this meatball in the meatball sort of thing happening here. What they've done is they've made a big open meatball, like a bowl, a meat bowl, and they've filled it up with bones and other bits and pieces on the inside, which looks quite interesting. Let's try the soup on this one. Oh wow, that's really strong. Just really powerful beef flavour. That's what I do like about this whole experience is the vast majority of this is keto or close to it. So if you're over here trying to watch your carbs, or if you're looking for foods that aren't just full of hollow carbs like rice and potato and pasta and stuff, you can eat around it and have a really good, punchy, satisfying meal. I haven't tried anything hot yet, nothing that's really burning, and I haven't even opened my beer, which is tragic. So, yep. So I tell you what, I'm going to leave you to it. I'm just going to sit down and eat some food, and I'll get back to you.